What's going up, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. So today we're going to take a look at the cryptocurrency market and news from around the world of cryptocurrency. Currently, Bitcoin's down a little bit. If you've been trying to get into Bitcoin or you have some friends who are trying to get into Bitcoin, Bitcoin's obviously in the red. So what does that mean? We buy the dip. We don't buy at all-time highs because we know better than that. So yeah, we're not going to FOMO into anything. We're going to stick with our core strategy and buy at lows and not highs, because we buy low, sell high. So some of you guys are asking me about Verge. It's a good time to take profit on Verge. And if you're up 4, 5, 6, 7 times on Verge, take some profit if you want. I mean, that would be the safest play, but if you want to ride it out, go ahead. Me personally, and this is just me personally, you can do whatever you want. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm holding. I bought below 1 penny and I'm still holding Verge, because my core principle, my strategy is hold. That takes me into SafeX. Right now, there's a little bit of an issue with SafeX. If you take a look at SafeX, it's currently not listing anywhere, or it's currently doesn't have anything because it's not on any exchanges. From what I've understood, SafeX is going to be getting on an exchange here soon, and this will change. But right now, you're just going to have to be patient. I know a lot of you guys hold some safe exchange coin, including myself, and yeah, we're just going to have to be patient. Good things come to those who wait. I think that's the mantra of the cryptocurrency holiday season here, right? Good things come to those who wait. So safe exchange coin, we don't have any place to hold it or exchange it, so we just got to hold it. Moving right along here. So my last video, I was talking about the red that was in the hourly, but still a little bit of red here. We're seeing a little bit of a red candle throughout the cryptocurrency market, but overall we're still in the green. And people are asking me, do I think the bubble's going to pop? And obviously, guys, you realize I don't have a crystal ball. I do not have a crystal ball. All I have is what I call the finger on the pulse. I'm like a mechanic, right? You come into the mechanic and you say, hey, can you pop the hood and take a look at what you see and tell me what the diagnostics report looks like? And where do I get the diagnostics? From the data. So if you're analyzing data, the data is like the diagnostics. So what data can you be analyzing when you're looking into this? And that's the charts. You can be looking at the tech. You can be looking at whether they got big news coming up. How are they looking on their roadmap? Those are the kind of things you can be analyzing about your favorite cryptocurrency. And there's 1,369 of them. So your favorite cryptocurrency might not be my favorite cryptocurrency. And some of you may just hold Bitcoin. Some of you may hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. Some of you may have 50 different altcoins and just a little bit of Bitcoin. So it just depends on your position, and it's going to vary from everyone else. But I'm going to respond to something that I saw on Twitter, and I liked it. So, by the way, if you're not already following us on Twitter, it's Altcoin Buzz IO. If you're not already on Twitter and you're in the cryptocurrency space, I highly do recommend you get on Twitter, because there's a lot of action on there, and staying up to date with Twitter, whether it be your favorite podcast, your favorite YouTuber, your favorite coin, you can get all that information right there on Twitter, right there on your newsfeed. I like Twitter the most. I'm also starting to like Instagram. I'm seeing the power of Instagram. You can also follow us on here. Altcoin Buzz is what it's called. No IO here, but it's Altcoin Buzz. Twitter is Altcoin Buzz IO. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of you guys on Instagram, actually. You can turn on notifications if you want. All I do is just kind of post our favorite cryptocurrency that's up. But this was posted 31 minutes ago, and a lot of you guys are holding Verge, apparently. So that's how I'm able to stay in communication with you guys. And also, I'm reading the comments on YouTube for sure. But here's one from Twitter that caught my eye, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Altcoin Buzz IO. There's something that's bothering me. You're trying to find reasons for moonshots, but do you consider that people just follow the money? It seems like nobody cares about the tech anymore. It's a gold rush. It would be awesome if you made a video about this. Okay, I don't know if what direction I would go in a full-on video about it. It would be like a full-on rant, but I'll mention it here in the news. So this person, Cephas, is very right. Right now, a lot of us are just buying the hype. Like if we like the name, and I say myself too, because I could see how I see how there's so much potential in some of these projects if they have enough hype behind them, and it doesn't matter what the tech looks like. We're just like, yeah, let's get it. And we might even just like the idea of the project, but we really don't know how they're doing on the tech, and we're not holding them accountable for what they're doing with the tech. The point that I'd like to make here is, for the absolute safest investment that you can make sure that the technology, the team, and the project are all on track, and they're doing their own due diligence. You doing your own due diligence as an investor is making sure that the project is working. I mean, I know all you guys are out there working hard, earning money and putting it into the cryptocurrency market. So why shouldn't the people that you're investing in be out there working, putting in that extra time, doing overtime to make sure that their project is on track? And I don't care if they have the coolest name, the coolest project idea, if they're not actively getting up every single morning. I mean, you see me as a YouTuber. What? You guys are like, man, Jeff, you're cranking out the videos. Because I'm working. I'm on it. Like these projects, they need to be on it too, like us. You guys are plugging in with me. You're plugging in with others. You're communicating. You're doing data mining. Why shouldn't these projects be doing the same thing? So this guy's right. They need to be making sure that they're taking care of their technology, and they're making sure they're delivering on the roadmap. And it's really important that we hold them accountable. And if they're not doing it, we're not going to invest in that junk, man. We ain't. We're not going to do it. So these projects, they need to be cranking out some quality. They need to be delivering on the roadmap, and they need to be working, and they need to be focused on delivering what they say they're going to be doing, because the quickest way we end up in a bubble is these joker projects that just want to collect a whole bunch of money, and they're basically telling us they're working, they're pretending, they're putting up a front, and we don't have any way to really know if they are or not, okay? And it's not that I'm trying to push the buck onto them, but I'm saying, like, if you're going to be a project and you're going to be asking for crowdsourced funding, you should be out there grinding, okay? And I hold myself accountable, and you guys know I'm working here. I mean, I'm working on making videos. I got my finger on the pulse. I'm not playing around. It's not like I'm sitting here telling people to work and I'm not doing it myself. I'll lead by example. I like to work. Work is my favorite hobby. I guess I need more hobbies other than work, but then again, I got a lot of different things that I work on. So this is good. This is good, man. Zephas, you're right. We need to focus more on the tech and not on the moonshot. I'll keep talking about moonshots if the tech's there. Okay, so nothing's going to stop me from talking about moonshots if the tech's there. But more importantly, overall, the cryptocurrency, these projects need to be making sure that they're working and grinding just like the rest of us. And if we're not grinding and working just like them, then something's wrong. We all need to be in this, grinding, working, putting in the time, putting in the hours, doing our own due diligence. That's what it is, right, guys? So let's kick off the news. Ethereum. Bitcoin takes a break, but Ethereum and other cryptocurrency coins reach new highs. Okay, so Ethereum. Good job, Ethereum. Ethereum is such a strong project, such a solid project. I'm really happy that I got in when I did, and I'm thinking that Ethereum is still got a lot of room to grow. This isn't financial advice, but I still like Ethereum, and I know it's at an all-time high. Maybe wait for it to balance out a little bit and find stability before you jump in. But I mean, sitting at 844, that's kind of high. But this project here, I mean, it's a juggernaut waiting to happen. This one here, guys, it really is. It has been since day one. All these other Cardanos and all this other stuff talking all this big game, they're not even on close to Ethereum's level. You know how many ERC tokens there are out there? ERC20 token is an Ethereum-built blockchain, okay? There is nothing built on IOHK right now. Sure, it could happen, but right now, Ethereum is the industry leader by far. And look at this. Inside the big plan to make Ethereum go mainstream, in in the leaderless world of Ethereum, it's one man's job to spearhead the network's next phase of development. Okay, so you can get this on Bloomberg.com. All right, if you wanted to hear this podcast right here, because I like listening to podcasts. I like listening to other people other than myself or anybody, but I try to keep my finger on the pulse, and that's why you guys tune in, so you can get these little gems right here. So tune into this right here. Get plugged in with this Ethereum here, guys. Ethereum is a major project and doing a lot. These guys have, this guy, Vitalik Buterin, you can follow him on Twitter. You know what? Do that. Follow him on Twitter. This guy right here. You want to talk about people who are delivering on their tech. This guy, since day one, has been delivering. And he's a young guy. He's 23. If you're 23 and you're watching this, follow this guy's right here, okay? He's a worker. He gets in there, he busts his butt, and he works. He puts points on the board, guys. That's what it's all about. And that's why Ethereum's where it's at. Because this guy, he works. He's focused, okay? Just like some of you. But anyway, moving right along. Cryptocurrency hedge fund has delivered a $24,000 return over the past 4 years. So when one hedge fund does that, that means that more hedge funds are going to have to, that's going to get more hedge funds attention. They're going to FOMO in, but they're going to FOMO in and still make money. And then, more money's going to pour in, and the market cap's going to continue to go up, which is sitting at $625 billion with Bitcoin dominance under 50%, which is amazing. It really is. But at some point, it's very highly possible that Bitcoin is going to take a lot of this green here and just surge here. But yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is still a favorite of Wall Street, potentially. Now, Robert Vosh, venture capitalist, bets on IOTA, purchases tokens. So you guys are always asking, is it too late to invest in IOTA? Well, you guys, you had a great opportunity, and I was mentioning it in my videos, and I know some of you guys watch those videos. I was saying, IOTA, it's on the dip. We saw IOTA on the dip for a while when people were FUDDing. What were they doing? They were like, IOTA didn't really sign with Microsoft. They're only strategic friends or whatever. They would. But that's FUD, guys. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. People were creating FUD about IOTA, and there was a dip, and people were like, "Why did I buy IOTA?" Because it didn't go up in the next 7 days. That's because, remember the whole mantra here: good things come to those who wait. If you're trying to get into IOTA and then it goes down, that doesn't mean you sell. You don't short sell yourself, take a loss. Wait, because look, it's back to 567. It's back on a run. Venture capitalists are excited about this project, and it's a massive project. But look, I mean, this is what you would have done. You would have not bought here. You would have waited for what? The dip. It's very simple. Very simple. Like you guys asking if it's too late to get into Verge, I'd say yeah. Don't try and jump into Verge right now. Like if the only people I'm talking to about Verge are the people who were buying in when it was on the dip or when it was low, if you're trying to jump into Verge at these sky high prices, don't be surprised if you end up taking a hit. Now, I'm not saying the Verge won't continue to go up, but I'm saying there's other cryptocurrencies that you can jump into. Don't just FOMO into Verge right now. You're at all-time highs. I mean, obviously, if I wanted to, I could pump this coin and tell you jump in right here and buy at all-time highs and let's keep pumping this thing. But I'm saying because I'm not in this for pumping and trying to hype you guys into something, I'm saying follow the core principle, buy the dip. Yeah. Just hold off on Verge for now. Wait till it's stabilize. You probably could have got in here at these prices when it was dipping around 4 to 5 cents, off its all-time high of almost 9 cents. Wow, 9 cents, man. That's probably a point where well, I'm not going to say anything, but I might consider selling it at 9 times gains. But let's keep going here. We got this IOTA news. We got investors commit $100 million in first day of funding for Overstock's tZERO ICO. If you guys are looking for ICOs to get in, here's an ICO that's knocking it out of the park. tZERO, it's ICO, tZERO. Yeah, I'm going to look at this one a little bit more in detail, but it's definitely hitting the radar with $100 million in the first day. So if you're trying to get into a ICO, This is the kind of news you're looking for because it's coming in with a bunch of hype. By the time it hits the market, it'll come in with even more hype. So that's big news for you guys. Look at this. A little bit of FUD here coming from Denmark. Danish central bank had issued stark warning on deadly Bitcoin. Reuters. So, okay, we got some FUD coming in. Keeping us grounded, keeping us on our toes, right? Anyways, guys, this is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And if you have been subscribed, you can click that bell next to the subscribe button. That's the notification. Get notified when videos drop. You see, we are reading your comments. We're not able to read them all, but we get some of them. And I try to do my best to pick some of the more substantial questions and comments of the days. And we'll see you guys next time.